Sorry I'm late. Good morning, good morning. It's the Last Minute Laura Show. Good morning, good morning. Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Good morning. Happy Wednesday, April 23rd. That's the date today. It's a beautiful day. It's going to go up to 14 degrees Celsius today, which means I may be putting my seedlings outside for the day. I have so much fun stuff to tell you about. Alex and I built a shade awning yesterday all by ourselves. We repurposed so there's this thing that's for a trailer that's like an awning for a trailer. We found one of those. Let me show you what that looks like. Give me a sec. Trailer awning. Okay, so we found the, by the way, good morning, come on in, click the like button as you come in, subscribe if you're new. Usually this is a chat live stream, or a crochet live stream. We do a lot of crafts here. We talk about plants in the spring and summer. We do seed starting in the early spring. We do embroidery and knitting and sewing and crochet and all kinds of stuff, natural dye, flower hammering. Generally, if you're neurodivergent and crafty, this is a good spot for you. That's the general introduction. Okay, so I found this thing. That's the tarp piece. It's like, I guess it's kind of like this. No, I don't want to go on Amazon. I just want to show you. Like this thing, the tarp piece. And we found one that was like, I don't know, 15 feet long. And then I think it's like 8 or 10 feet wide. Anyway, we used it, we repurposed it, and put it on top of our gazebo and screwed it down. So I put probably, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16-ish screws into this tarp. It's a very thick tarp that has like sewn edges because it's meant to go on a trailer. Anyway, we screwed it down to our gazebo and it was the same size as our gazebo. So we actually have half of our backyard is now under shade again. I covered the half that I won't be planting in so that Alex can have a workspace that's protected from the rain, as well a place that he can put some stuff so it's protected from the rain. But now we have this gazebo in place, or this shade area in place underneath our gazebo. So we actually have like a perfect amount of outdoor spaces. We have like an area with a carpet. It's an outdoor carpet with a hammock. I think I took a picture so I can show you that sort of energy, this spot. Nope, not this one. This one. So here on this side, there's still access to sunlight. Like this whole area you can see at the top. Do you see how the roof is like open? You can see through those slats. Well, on the other side of our backyard, which is the side that looks like it has a pile of trash in it. One second, let me find it. I know I took a photo in order to show you. Does that show you? No, that's the side that will be open. But, okay, so you see the junk pile right there? Basically, if you look at the patio stones that are on the floor, the last one that you can see a full square, that whole area onward is going to be where there's going to be shade. So the junk pile will be half in the sun and half in the shade, essentially. I wish I took a better photo, but I know I was trying to not show how gross it is back there. But you can see here, the first beam, that's going to be in shade. So that's pretty exciting. Alex and I worked really hard. We worked for like probably 3 hours putting this tarp up. Alex and I found out that we actually work so well together. Like I'm talking, I was baffled and so happy. I had such a good time. First of all, Alex put on a 1960s playlist. So we were listening to all these songs that, first of all, are being clipped currently by like modern musicians and being used in songs, so we were recognizing a lot of them. But on top of that, we were also just enjoying this like nostalgic summer playlist. And I was saying to Alex, like, you're making this event that we're doing feel like a memory. Like, it feels like a nice nostalgic memory while it's happening. And he was like, I don't understand. And that was okay. So we had a ladder out there. I wish we took some photos because we were so good as a team yesterday. Alex held the ladder. I climbed up the ladder. He would be holding a drill and a screwdriver. And I would say drill. He'd hand me the drill. I'd drill a hole. Then we would pull the tarp tight. And then I would say screwdriver. He'd give me the screwdriver. Screw. He'd give me the screw. I'd put the screw in, screw it in place, and then we'd move. But the whole time, Alex was holding the ladder or my legs. He was holding both the drill and the screwdriver and the screws. And he was just like the best partner for like my style of working, which is like, I want to just do it. You just do what I tell you to do. And if it doesn't work, it'll be my fault. That's like the way I like to build things. And Alex was such a star. Literally, we got along so well the whole time, and I had such a fun time, and it was sunny out, but it was cool. So I think I had a t-shirt on, and I was like warm because I was working. It was amazing. We had such a good time. And now the garden backyard looks really cool because now we have a shade area for Alex's tools and for him to work. We're going to set up our work table back up outside. The garden is like really... It's going to be awesome. I know you saw the title and thumbnail. We are going to be continuing working on this knitted baby blanket that seems to be a never-ending project because I keep putting it down and forgetting that I have it. I'm working on this baby blanket for my niece, Elizabeth, who is like more than a month old now. I started this before she was born. Now she's over a month old. And, we're not very far. We are going to work on that, but I want to show you the garden first. Good morning, Marquita. Good morning, Candace. Thank you for the shout out reminders, Candace. When I read, don't forget to take your meds, guess what I did? I remembered at that moment. You reminded me, so thank you. So I want to show you what's going on in the garden today because there is quite a bunch to update you on. The poppies are now going crazy. I threw thousands of poppy seeds outside, and that's not an exaggeration. I had like 4 packets of poppy seeds, then an additional 3 packets of other varieties of poppy seeds. Then I had my saved poppy seeds from last year, which was a couple thousand seeds. And then I had an entire bag from the grocery store of poppy seeds. I threw all of that out into my back garden, sorry. So now the poppies are obviously coming up en masse. Just hundreds and hundreds of poppies are coming up. Like, I don't even know. Can we even count how many are in this picture? Let me try and count just like a little area. 1, 2, 3 in this area. I'm going to count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so in this sort of area, there's like 25. So 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, 150, 175, 200, 225, 250, 275. So there could be as many as 300 seedlings in this little zone. Which makes sense to me because I threw so many seeds that if there weren't several hundred seedlings per square inch, it'd be surprising to me. But this is all poppies. I don't know which ones this is. I won't be thinning them until they look a little stronger because right now they're literally just 2 tiny leaves and a little taproot. But as it gets a little bit more developed, I will thin those out a bit. This, I don't remember what it is, but it's like a structured perennial. So, I don't know. Maybe we could search it. Let's see if the internet will know what I'm looking at here. If it just says like seedling, that would be a problem, but like, let's see. We want to go into... We want to search a photo. So let's go. Hold on a sec. I don't know. Seriously, my nose has not been running. I sit down from running around like a chicken with my head cut off, and now my nose is running. Okay, add to your search. That's good. What do you think this is? Coastal rock cress, huh? And we're looking for, what is this? I mean, I don't think I'm growing coastal rock cress. Lobelia. Lobelia. What's lobelia? Lobelia. I don't think I planted lobelia. No, that's not that. It's not like this either. I guess it's kind of like this. Let's see. Okay, so it's got an edge on it. This one does not have that edge on it. Okay, hold on. Let's search it with, what is this perennial? Let's see if we can figure that out. When you spill coffee on my day. When flowering is done. Keep flowers blooming with deadhead. It's not pepperweed. What are the other things that it could be? I feel like I don't even know what it might be. Phlox? No way. Do you think it could be... Let's see. Phlox perennial coming up in spring. To see what it looks like. Oh no, I don't want it with the photo. I just want to go. The fungus gnats are going to make me crazy. Okay, that looks kind of right, doesn't it? Do you see the edge on this one? Kind of like the edge on this one. That's for an orchid, which is not possible, but you know. Oh my goodness. It's not gonna be cat's ear. It has to be something I grew. Okay, I want to go back to Google and I want to search perennials coming up in spring Canada varieties. Wild blue phlox. It won't be wild because I grow it. And I'm not looking for the months that it blooms. I'm looking for the months, what it looks like. Spring flowering perennials. Spring blooming perennials. No. So we're looking for spring perennial shoots. Hellebores, lungworts, creeping phlox. I don't know any of these. Good morning, Candy. Good morning, good morning. Okay, so what do we have in the garden? I think that'll help, right? What do we have already? I know it's not... Okay, so let's see what a cherry caramel phlox over winter looks like. Show me the... Is it gonna perennialize? What does it look like? Okay, we want... how about just phlox? Phlox, perennial coming up. I don't want to see them blooming. I understand. Phlox plant. Phlox plant leaves in spring. Why's it gotta make it so hard for me? Okay, this looks possible. It's got a dark color like that, I think, right? It's got kind of that darkish, and it looks kind of leathery. Did I take 2 photos of it? No, why would I do that? This is my geranium. Oh, I can zoom in. Okay, let's see. What gives you, what do you see? What's the vibe here? I feel like that could be it. Like, doesn't that look close? Am I crazy? So, but I didn't grow phlox. I do have phlox from my mom, I think. Okay, let's see. We did coneflowers. Gosh, I have so many perennials and I don't even know what they are. How annoying is that? Okay, let's try again searching that photo. Don't worry, guys. We're gonna get it. I know it. I know in my heart. Okay, so we're looking at add to your search perennial seedling. It's not really a seedling. It's just a baby. Rose rockcress is not what it is because I did not plant it, and it's like a strong perennial. How annoying is that to not know? It's not that annoying because I know that I'll like it. Penstemon? Did I grow penstemon? Wait, penstemon is the tube flower we're growing, so that can't be it. How about, what do perennial flower plants look like in spring, Ontario? Let's see what the... Why does the internet not care about me? That feels like something I have also. Okay, and now we want to do that without the image. Perennials in bloom month by month. That's not what I want. I want perennials coming up. The internet doesn't know what I want, and it's not here to help me today. Man, I don't even know what it could be. How about, forget me not coming up in spring? What do you look like when you come out of the ground? Forget-me-not, early forget-me-not leaves. That doesn't look right. Although I do have forget-me-nots that are going to be coming up, so that's good. But this doesn't look like that. Dang it, I thought we were really going to be able to figure it out. Sorry, guys. So much for that. By the way, for those of you who are here, don't forget to click the thumbs up button. Helps the channel grow. I feel like this hair back here, I want to put it in a ponytail, but it doesn't make sense to have this zone in a ponytail. Like, it's not part of the ponytail thing. But it's just sitting in a way that makes me unhappy. Also, I have a hand-me-down dress from my older sister. Look how cute it is. Isn't that cute? I'm wearing it with tights and I look like Peter Pan or Robin Hood. Also, fun thing, Alex and I ordered in breakfast today. I had a gift card for Uber Eats and Alex ran out of oatmeal this morning, so he said, can you order breakfast? Let's have like nice breakfast. And I said, yes, absolutely. So we ordered from this place downtown and we had like breakfast, but they also had a cinnamon bun pancake, and it's so freaking good. It literally tastes like a cinnamon bun and a pancake. It doesn't taste like a cinnamon pancake or a cinnamon bun. It tastes like a cinnamon bun pancake. You know what it kind of tastes like? It tastes like an elephant ear or a beaver tail. I don't know what you guys call them where you are. like fried dough with powdered sugar and cinnamon on it. That's what it tastes like. And it's so freaking yummy. I have so many tick seed flowers. I want to see them. Oh, I didn't even finish going through my garden. Did you put some photos of your tick seed flowers for us to look at? Okay, no, not yet. Okay, so anyway, I have this perennial that's coming along really well. Also, I wanted to show you the side of the geranium herb Robert because I showed you the plant last time in the last stream. I'll show you it here again just so you can see how big and strong it is. Nope, that's not the right one. Is that you? No, that's a bleeding heart. Where are you? Am I crazy? Oh, here it is. Okay, so here's what the plant looks like, right? And it's like nice, looks okay. But I just wanted you to also see what the actual stem looks like because I forgot to take a picture of that last time. It's like this long and it grew, all that grew in the winter because when it was in the fall, it was flat. It was like flat against the ground, just the open leaves. Now it has this long tuber that comes out of it and you can see all these little growth points, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that I can see growth points just in this photo that haven't shot up yet. So along with all of the other growth points that are already active, I'm pretty excited for this because it's pretty substantial this year. In the same planting pot, you can see there's one of the geranium herb Robert leaves. Tons of poppies. There are poppies in every single place. Also, my ferns are finally waking up. I thought that some of them might have died because they've been taking so long to wake up, but they were just slow to start. And you can see in this picture, those tiny little green blubs are actually ostrich fern fiddleheads. They're just breaking through the soil now, which might mean I was a little bit deep with my planting, which is probably why they're a little slow to come up. But you can see these little guys are going to be those spiral wheel-shaped fiddleheads, and eventually they will turn into beautiful ferns. This is a different fern. This is a very old fern that I'm taking a picture of here. This is, I believe this is the ones that are from my mom and dad's forest. And this one had a tail on it last year that made it, like, if you can count how old the fern is by the way it travels. This is like a traveling fern. I don't know what the variety is actually called, but each year it goes through a growth spurt, and that spurt is pretty visible on like the plant. If you pull the whole plant out of the ground, you can see how far it's traveled because it doesn't stay in one space. Like this year it's right here, next year it'll be like an inch farther. So when I pulled this one out and it had like a meter of, it's not like roots, it's like a tuber system. So this one is like a decade old, this fern, at least. I'm gonna look on the internets to see Ontario ferns, Ontario forest ferns, to see if I can find what kind it is. Because it's not this one. This is the ostrich fern, and this one's really cute and whatever. But it's not the one I'm looking for. So the ostrich fern, the one I showed you that has the green fiddleheads, that's these guys. So hold on, that's these guys right here. They are going to be these tall ferns, but that's not the one I'm looking for. I'm looking for Ontario, what? Southern Ontario. Forest ferns varieties. Maybe I can find it. Is it this big wide one? It's like a big leaf. It's not like that. Not like this. Good morning. Nice to see you, Winged Matchbox. Ooh, identification. Identifying ferns. Ferns biodiversity. This feels like a good spot to look. Ferns, forest, frond, frenzy, biodiversity sheet. I don't want to purchase it. I just wanted to see it. How about this one? Are you clear enough? Common ferns. It's not really that helpful. This one, is this the same thing? This is the same thing. Native Ontario ferns, that's a good place to look, I think. Is it this? It might be this. Are you gonna show me what you're called? Native ferns of Ontario. There's gotta be like a something here that's gonna make it clean and clear and under control. I know. Oh, I think it's this. Yeah, it's this one. Okay, what is that called? You better have that information here. Maidenhair fern, that's not the one. Lady fern. Crested wood fern, ostrich fern. Distinctive leaflet of the sensitive fern. Aw. Sensitive fern. Okay. So we're looking for the sensitive fern, Ontario. Okay. So this is the sensitive fern. Am I showing you? Yes. Okay, good. Let's see. Gentle chartreuse coloration with moderately coarse large leaves, can handle clay soil but requires consistent moisture, grows well in part shade, in part to full shade in moist garden soil. So this is in shade. Ontario ferns, love that. It's native, it's very common, and I wish we could see how long it like lives for, like how it grows. Because if you pick up this fern and you like pull on it, it like grows a tube. You can pull a tuber. I believe in myself here. And spring shoots unfurling. That's cool. Summer. What are we doing here? Fronds once divided. Forests, fields, and open areas and wet areas. I need more. I need more information. Sensitive fern. So this is the one. That's a sensitive plant, not a sensitive fern. This is incorrect. Ornamental, upright, spreading habit. It can be invasive. Prefers blah blah blah. Somewhat tolerant of urban pollution, and species is native, known to be toxic to humans and animals. It can be propagated by division. I think what I want to know is how long does a sensitive fern live in the wild? I think that's what I want to know. They live for multiple years. They grow below ground in a rhizome, which can persist for many years, sending up new leaves in the spring. While fronds die back, the rhizome remains alive. Perennial. How long does a sensitive fern rhizome? Rhizome? How do I spell rhizome? Rhizome. Live. Potentially decades. Undergrad stem, longevity. Just decades. That's all we get is it's a decades thing. Well, I think the one I have is very old because the one that I have is pulled from a forest that was getting torn down. So I don't feel guilty about harvesting it, even though it is an old plant. All right, so what was that noise? That was loud. Maybe the washing machine lid closing hard? Weird, I heard a very loud noise coming from downstairs. Okay, so we can get into knitting. Today, Rohan is mad that Alex went into the laundry room. So that's what you're hearing in the background. We do have to look at the seedlings today to determine if anybody needs to be watered before going outside. I assume that some of them will. Also, the coleus is doing really well. Let me show it to you. Soon we're going to be able to thin out these ones once we determine which colors we're keeping, because this is assorted. And with the assorted ones, we like to pick and choose who deserves to stay. And I would like to make sure that we get all the colors that we want, because there will be a lot that are just like this boring sort of maroon color, which can be great if that's what you're looking for, but I'm looking for like the multicolored coleus. So you plant 100 seeds and then you tease out the seedlings that have the characteristics you're looking for. That's basically how coleus works. And finally, my Kong mosaic coleus seedlings are starting to come up, which is good because I thought we were not getting any of those, and those are like an important one for me. So these are currently living quite close to the light. I think we also have status now. I think that's who this is. Why didn't I label it? We've been through this. We need to label our stuff, guys. Anyway, I think this is status, which is good. I don't have it labeled as to what color. I don't think I put one color in. I think I put a few colors. And then I have the other coleus container. We've had some die off, but that's okay. She's looking all right. Got lots of babies coming up in there. Those will just be sitting under a light. I might give them accurate or active sunlight today. Haven't really decided. Oh, also my castor beans have now fully erupted from the soil. These are my red castor bean plants. Unfortunately, no cleome has come up yet, which is... Oh, never mind. I spoke too soon. It's coming up today. It's going to be born today. Do you see the little baby seedlings? See the little loopies? But anyway, red castor bean is coming along, and so are the cleome, which is great. I love that for us. You just pop back in there with no drama, please. Oh, sorry, you go this way. We did have a little bit more dampening off. Do you want to see that stuff? I know that I said we were going to knit today, and we are, I promise. It's a knitting live stream today. We're going to knit and chat about the garden. But before we knit, what do you say we look at some garden stuff? Let me put away my pancake so that I don't get any dirt on it. Also, the birds are already out. They just haven't come to say hello to us. I'm not going to force them because yesterday they were so crazy. They were so annoying that I'm just going to let them be quiet this morning until they feel like, being very aggressive and dramatic. Which no doubt, in my mind, they will do. All right, seedling container number 1. Maybe I'll do like this so I can fit more of them. Oh, these ones look so good. Look how many. I'm excited to show you. Oh my gosh, the Chantilly snapdragons are like amazing. They look so good. Okay, let's put you guys, loose ones all over here. Oh, these look awesome. My seedlings are looking really good. I'm very happy, but I do think we need some watering today. I think we're gonna have to water some of these babies. So you know what? Let me go get my watering can filled up. You guys can just take a glance. Make sure the birds don't do crimes. I'll be right back. Don't you think about it, Beelzebub. Don't do it. Don't do any crimes. I'm right here. I'm watching you. I'm watching you, Beelzebub. I'll know. I'll know if you do a crime. There we go. Did you do a crime? No, good bird. Good bird. Can I have a kiss? Can I have a kiss? Kiss. Thank you. Wow, grumpy though. I'm hitting the space bar with this. Ugh. That whole time I was hitting the space bar. Hold on a sec. All right. So I've got a bunch of, good thing that didn't happen elsewhere. I just poured water all over my floor. Not that that's a new thing for me to do. All right. So much so that I already had a towel up here. All right. Are you ready to check out some of these seedlings? I hope you are. It's going to be amazing. Okay, so here's me. Hi. Let's try and do something here. I'll adjust my microphone once I get into the optimal position here. Okay, so this is upside down. We need to flip it. Hi. Hi, there's my face. Oh, hello, wrinkles. Nice. Okay, phone, transform, rotate 180 degrees. There we go. We're getting somewhere. Now we want to be looking at the plants, right? Not at my face. There's my nose, but you know. We could do a little tilt. Okay, so you're looking at this right now. This first little container here is my cosmos. So in this one, which has water, so we don't need to water it, look at the roots coming out of the bottom of these plants. These plants are doing spectacular. This is the Picotee Cosmos that is doing so amazing. The Summer Dreams is also coming along. I've got 4 of 6 seeds working out. For the Picotee, I had 5 of 6, but one of them died via dampening off, unfortunately, which happens. Can't win all of them. That's okay. Back here, we have what we speculated is celosia, but I honestly don't know what this seedling is. It was obviously something I planted, so it's celosia or gomphrena or something. This one over here is feverfew, and we did have dampening off. One of them died. That's fine. Not concerned, but the celosia or whatever this is looking really nice. Looking really healthy. And I've got 9 surviving plants because there are 8 of them and then a tiny little seedling. So that's a good sign. I am going to put water in the bottom of this one because it's dry underneath. I love bottom watering trays. It's so much easier than trying to do the top watering. It always creates like mold or fungus. Okay. Sorry, I forgot the mic part. Okay, next here in the back, I've got more cosmos. These still have water, so I don't need to water them. I have my Hoppy Red Dye Amaranth, which is doing okay. There's still good like life on the seedlings. My Verbena is struggling. I don't know exactly what she wants, but I have a few plants in here and they're all kind of wimpy looking. My Little Ladybirds Cosmos are doing great. I have 4 plants, which is like more than enough because these make so many flowers. Having more than 2 plants is like too much. So I'm probably not even going to use all of them. This is nice. We've got some good roots happening in here in the bottom for the Cosmos. Like I said, this one still has water, so I don't need to add any, which is super. Next here, I've got my Apricotta Cosmos, and they are for real disappointing me right now. I'm nervous that they're not going to do anything because I only have 3 seedlings out of 12 I planted, and I don't know how that happened. I don't know why that happened. Same problem with my Xenia Cosmos. They are wimpy and small. So I think I'm going to leave this out, and we are going to add more seeds to this tray because we need them to succeed. We can't be having this this trash situation that we have right now. Next one is butterfly coreopsis and black ball bachelor's buttons. It appears as though we are having some failures right now. Am I crazy? Is that the only black ball bachelor's buttons I have? Are you crazy? I need to plant more of these. I have black ball bachelor's buttons, but I only have 2 of them or 3 of them surviving. So we do need to add more seeds to that today. You know what I might do? Maybe all the ones that need seeds added to them, I will put aside. And then we can do like a big seed add before we put them all back under their lights. Okay, next, this one does not need any extra seeds. This one is doing so well. This is feverfew and gomphrena. If that's gomphrena and that's celosia, that makes sense to me. How are you for water? You could use more water. Everybody needs to make sure that the seedlings stay fairly moist. They don't need to be like straight up damp, but they should have pretty significant moisture. Next, we've got another dry one. This one did have some dampening off. Oh my God. I almost just had an issue. This one did have some dampening off, which again, it's expected, but it's still really disappointing when it happens. And I had it happen with this candy tuft. We've got quite a few that have actually just sort of died. Again, I'm not surprised. It is something that happens. I'm just a little disappointed. So I think maybe this one I'll add a few more seeds to the candy tuft, just to like make sure that we have everything that we need, you know? Okay, next is my Clarkia Mountain Garland, who is a star, an absolute star in my heart. Look at how beautiful these little plants are. They're so healthy. They don't have roots coming out of the bottom yet, but they do have roots that I can see. So this one I'm going to add some water to. You know what? I'm going to put all my best plants are going to stay in this tray to start with. There we go. Now I can put you back in here. Who's the next best tray? I would say probably this guy. And this guy is filled with straw flowers, I think. Yep, straw flowers. And this is unknown varieties. So of course, since I don't know the color, they're so healthy. Are you dampening off, or are you just a weak root? You're just a weak root. Anyway, these ones are straw flowers. They're doing great. There's a couple in here. Like, look at how nice that seedling looks. That is like a strong seedling. So those are all going to stay together because these are like my most healthy seedlings. So actually, I think I'm gonna just throw these right outside because I know they're watered. So I'll be right back. I'm just gonna put this section of seedlings outside. It's warm enough, I think. Beelzebub, don't do any crimes. I'm watching you, bird. So since those ones are watered and really healthy, they can go outside into direct sunlight. I'm not concerned about them getting like injured from the sun. Okay, next I have alyssum. This is not labeled, so I think this might be alyssum gold dust, which is a yellow flower. It's doing really well. So far, I don't see any seedlings dampening off, which is amazing. I'm really pleased with that. I find them really healthy looking. So these are great. These can continue as they are. I think they have enough moisture, but I'm just going to give them a little top off because they're so delicate right now that if they run out of water when I'm not paying attention today, they can just shrivel up real quick. Okay, who else is really healthy? So I'm going to have my healthiest trays outside first. Who else is looking healthy? My zinnias are looking pretty spectacular right now. Look at the roots coming out of the bottom of this tray. Are you seeing these roots? Amazing. So these are my orange Queenie Lime zinnias. Oh my god, I think I have too many right now. I think I might need to thin out my planting a bit. I don't want them to like starve each other. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then the glorious red zinnia, I do not need that many of them. So I'm just going to pull out 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I'm sorry, I know you're so strong and healthy, but I just don't need you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 should be good. All right, thinned out, ready to go. You guys could use more water because they grow so fast. Zinnia seedlings, you pretty much can't overwater zinnia seedlings. At least from my experience, I have found them to be very, very tolerant of anything I do to them. Okay, next, I'm going to put out my... Oh, I have bachelor's buttons here. I have blue and classic romantic. The classic romantic is doing really well, but look at the roots on this. That is like a 6-inch long taproot, and that's on one of the blue bachelor's buttons. That's this one right here. Has like a 6-inch long taproot. So these guys are doing really well. I don't think I need all of them in there. We need to thin them out. Having too many is going to lead to less success, even though it feels like having more means more. Okay, so I'm going to add a little water to these guys just because of how big they are now. They will probably suck up a good amount of water just because they're getting access to sunlight. Very pleased with those. Those are doing very well. Another one that's doing like really well are the Chantilly Snapdragons. These ones I am so pleased with. We did lose a couple to dampening off, which is like fine. You can see this one seed is empty, but we do have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22 individual snapdragons here. Each one of these is going to be just amazing once they start blooming. They are the Chantilly variety, which is like an open-faced snapdragon. It doesn't look like a typical snapdragon. It's quite stunning. Like when you see it, it's very like, oh my god, that's a pretty fancy looking snapdragon. At least that's how I feel about it. Okay, next we've got Morning Glories. Who else is in here? Pink Love and a Mist, Morning Glories. Oh, Firecracker Vine is coming up. Happy birthday! Firecracker Vine has come above soil today. Look at her. I wasn't sure if you were going to come around. So happy to see you. The Morning Glories are doing amazing. Pink Love and a Mist, no germination yet, and I've replanted these 4 cells. So I'm not worried about it, but I don't think we're having good luck with Love and a Mist this year. So, oh well. And then last but not least for this second tray, I've got Baby's Breath here, which is... It's like gonna be so amazing if I can get it to work. Because currently I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's in there? 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 Baby's Breath plants. But I did plant some additional seeds that are just starting to come up now. So maybe we'll get a few more Baby's Breath as time passes. These are damp. I don't think they need any more water, but I am going to give them a little drink just because I'm about to put them outside and I'd rather have them be a little overwatered if they're going to be getting direct sunlight. So tray number 2 is finished and it looks awesome. Hold on. There's tray number 2. I'll be right back. I'm just going to pop these outside onto my back porch. Hey there, Rohan. How are you doing? I hear you, birds. I hear you. Did you get stressed? You heard me leave the house? What could have happened? All right, last one. You would not believe how much dark chocolate I have had in the last 3 days. Candy, I'm happy for you. You deserve dark chocolate. Okay, so next I've got, how are we doing here? Scabiosa is not really doing the most. Zinnia's pink cactus hybrid, I have 0 germination on. So we're going to have to plant more of those. How about you guys? What are you up to here? Scabiosa, I feel like we could be doing better with the Scabiosa as well. So we're having kind of a bit of a disappointment with some of our things here. Disappointment's not correct. It's better than disappointing. It's just a little sad. So I'm just going to return all the seed trays that are going to get an extra planting today. This one's been really disappointing. My quaking grass and my, what else is in this one? My pink dandelion, 0 germination. How is that possible? Prairie smoke, I have 1 germinated, and quaking grass, I have 0, which is, it's surprising to me. It feels like something that should have germinated readily and easily, but I'm not in charge of everything. I only can do what I can do. So what am I going to do, you know? All right, let me water these, because maybe it's because they're dry that they didn't germinate. They're not dry though. Give these guys the rest of this water. I'll be right back. I need to refill my water. My watering can, rather. What do you think, bro, huh? Do you want to go outside in the sun also? Sorry, buddy, you can't. You're a cat. Cats live inside. That looked more like a bite, but okay. Those babies are doing great. It's going to be a very pretty garden. I sure hope so. All right, I'm just going to top water these guys that I feel like they're not going to rot. And then we're going to replant some of these cells just to, you know, increase our chances in case germination really didn't happen. If we accidentally overplant, we can always thin. But we don't want to underplant because, oops, because that is so disappointing. Having empty cells in your seed trays. All right, so I saw 2 different blue jays this morning. One was almost purple tinted. Oh, that's interesting. I don't have any blue jays near me currently where we live, but there are blue jays in a close by neighborhood. So there's none in my, you know, like my immediate vicinity, but in our neighborhood there's definitely blue jays because I hear them. So I hear them, but I don't see them. They don't come near our place because we don't have any tall trees in the area, and blue jays prefer tall trees. Okay, so now I'm going to add seeds to some of these trays that have like lackluster germination. Am I late? Technically, yes. Is that going to stop us? No. Okay, for sure there's no Xenia Cosmos left, so if they don't germinate, we're just not having them this year, and that's really sad. I could buy another seed packet. Is that sad? Is that crazy? I don't need to be doing that. Okay, more apricota, and like a lot more because we have currently 3 germinated, and I must have planted, I know I planted more than 3, so I think I planted like way more than 3. It's fine. I'm just gonna add more seeds, and I can always add more seeds in the actual garden. I can always just direct sow them. It's not the end of the world. It will be the end of the world if I don't get enough of them though, like to germinate. They are, I think they are the most important flower in my garden is my Apricota Cosmos, at least the most important flower to me. It feels like it would be very upsetting if they don't come out of the ground. and make beautiful, beautiful apricot pink colored flowers for me. All right, so now there are lots of Apricota Cosmo seeds. Unfortunately, zinnias I'm not in charge of. Okay, next is the Dark Knight Scabiosa. We could use a few more of those because we did not have great germination. So I'm just going to tuck a couple extra seeds in. I don't feel like I could have too many of these. I do worry that I will not have enough of them, so I'd rather overplant this one. Now I need my Salmon Rose Scabiosa. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Let's try not to kill any plants. Okay. Oh my god, did I hurt any? I hurt a couple of my candy tufts. Sorry, candy tuft. It's okay, we're about to overplant you anyway. Okay, who's next? We need Grandmother's Pincushion Scabiosa, which is just a mixed pack, so we don't really know what colors they are, but that's fine. I'm gonna just tuck you into there. Hopefully you decide to live. I'd really appreciate if you could survive. That'd be great for me. Sorry if the volume sucks. I keep moving my head away from the mic. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Alright, Scabiosa planted. Who else is needed? Zinnias. We have salmon zinnias, only 2 of them germinated. And then we have pink cactus hybrid, 0 germinated. So we're gonna plant a bunch more right now. These look a little bit dry. So I'm gonna try and pick the nicest looking seeds in this like bunch. It should be fine. It shouldn't even matter what the seeds look like. They're from a year ago. They're not even a year old. So they should be fine. But here we are, replanting. I'm gonna do 6 more seeds. If these don't germinate, this like second round of planting these seeds, then I'm gonna just toss the rest of the seeds into my garden, Hunger Games style, and hopefully maybe one of them can germinate. I wonder why they're not germinating. What am I doing wrong? Alright, pink cactus hybrid zinnia is planted, fed, and medicated. Me too. I need something pokey. Where did those tweezers go that I just had? Oh, here they are. Need to poke those seeds in a little bit, just so they have contact with the wet soil. Beauty. Gorgeous. Okay, sorry you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm just reburying. Okay, so that salmon is good. That zinnia is good, sorry. Now we need salmon zinnia. Zinnia, pink salmon. This is the type of seed colors that I'm used to. They're like much darker looking. We'll just tuck a couple extra. Can't go wrong with a few extra seeds. If they all germinate, I can thin them. As opposed to if they don't germinate and I just don't have the plants to choose from, I would be sad. Oops, let's not lose all these. So we should have a really good showing of zinnias this year, I think. I hope. The orange ones that we got, that we saved the seeds from that Halifax zinnia that we found, the orange one. I'm pretty excited for that. Okay, Apricota Cosmos we redid, Candy Tuft we need. We also did Dark Knight Scabiosa already. Did we do Salmon Rose Scabiosa? We have Salmon Rose Scabiosa, there you are. So we'll just take some of these and we'll just add them. Oh, you don't look great, I'm gonna be honest. These seeds don't look great. But that's fine, we're gonna add a few more to our Salmon Rose area. And it's gonna turn out just fine. We will have a very beautiful, reasonable amount. Okay. Oh my god, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just toss a few of these into the mixed Scabiosa pile also. Too many is not a problem. Not enough is a problem. Too many is a good problem to have. Good morning, Michelle. All right, so there's our Scabiosa. And this is mixed Scabiosa. I'm just gonna throw a couple of these. I'm really nervous to not have enough Scabiosa. I'm really excited to see all of my Scabiosa come up. And if they don't, I would be like pretty sad about it. Okay, we'll tuck those seeds in after. For now, I'm just gonna throw them on the soil. I think that we have enough gold dust alyssum, so I'm not gonna put any more of those in. The Kong mosaic, I feel like we had a pretty low show for those, didn't we? Yeah, here's the Kong mosaic. Here, let me bring you over for the overhead here. Let me try to, so you can see what I'm working with here. So these are the coleus that I have, and my Kong mosaic, I only have like 2 of them that have come up. Oh, I love that. I don't even have any more seeds to add. Never mind. That was the best we could do. So here are the coleus. These ones are not quite, but almost ready to get transplanted. These ones. They're very close together, I know that, but I don't want to sacrifice any until I can see what the secondary leaves are going to look like. Because you see all of the purple in there? We don't want any that are, like, boring. We only want beautiful coleus, and to have only beautiful coleus, that requires some sacrifices. Okay, so that's done. Now we need candy tuft. Do we need any other things? We need butterfly coreopsis and black ball bachelor's buttons. Black ball. That's a pretty disappointing germination rate on those. I purchased these seeds. These should be good seeds. And I'm having a pretty low germination. 2 of 6 is not very good. And considering that I planted way more than 6 seeds, I just have 6 I have 6 cells planted, but in each cell I planted several seeds. Let me try and save these ones that I just dropped, because I only have... Where did you go? There you are. The ones that I purchased in this variety. It's going to be fine. Pretty shirt. Thanks, Michelle. It's actually a dress, and it's a hand-me-down from my sister. I like it too. Okay, bachelor's button, black ball is replanted. What else needs replanting? We still need candy tuft. Here is 1 candy tuft. Where's the other container? I just shoved all the seed packets back without really thinking about it, but there's a 2nd candy tuft in here somewhere. I was listening to Billy Joel this morning. It came on my playlist, and I haven't sought out his music in a while, and now it's just repeating in my head, slow down, you're doing fine. Just like repeating. I'm gonna pull out these dandelions, see if we can plant more. Little ladybird cosmos look awesome. Did I use up? There's no way I used up the whole candy tuft envelope. So where's the other envelope? How rude. It's fine. I'll just open this one. It's fine. Okay, more candy tuft. These are a good size seed. These are pretty like alyssum-y looking seeds. I'll just drop a few more just on top as like just a little glitz and glamour. I love adding more seeds. It's like, it makes it feel like there's no way you can fail if you add enough seeds. That's how it feels. Okay, I think that's everybody. Oh, butterfly coreopsis. Let's try you again, even though you don't seem to want to survive. Oh, coleus here. Cleome. Okay. What am I looking for? Coreopsis. You should be in here. Oh, butterfly, coreopsis, where are you, baby? Where are you, baby? Who are you yelling at, Beelzebub? I have butterfly coreopsis. Why are we doing this? What is this? Well, whatever. This is straight species coreopsis. It's not the butterfly one, but I don't know where that packet is, so we're just going to add on top, we're going to add some straight species coreopsis because the butterfly coreopsis did not come up. So now regular coreopsis is going to have to do it. And this one is described as Coreopsis lanceolata. Hopefully that does well. Okay. And status, I think we have determined that we've done status. I hope we have enough. I'm going to be so upset if we do not. Shiso, I think I also did some shiso. She sells seashells by the shisho. Okay, who else is next? We need the pink dandelion. Please say that there's at least a seed left in here. Is this 5 seeds? 20 seeds, okay. And of 20 seeds, I have 0 germination and I have 3 seeds left? 3 or 4. I feel like I'd be better off just throwing these in the garden because it's a weed. The fact that it's not germinating in perfect conditions is honestly a little bit obscene. But we'll try again. Dandelion seed number 1, dandelion seed number 2, dandelion seed number 3. Direct sow from early March. Well, I would love to. I would love to direct seed it, but I need to know that it's going to grow. All right, there's 1 seed left here, 4 seeds. So I'm just going to put 2 of them in one pot together. Hopefully, these will turn into some beautiful dandelions. The fact that I'm planting dandelion seeds and they're not successful is so stupid. Okay, there's the dandelion. Now we also need the grasses, the pretty grass. Quaking grass, we had 0 germination on my quaking grass, so we're going to try again. I'm sure if I just throw these seeds outside, we will have success, but each one of these should be a quaking grass seed, which should come out of the soil. Do I have any that look more... I mean, that brown one maybe? Maybe the brown one's more ripe. I've collected these seeds myself. They should be done. I collected them in the fall. There's no reason for these not to be perfectly germinating. The rudeness. Are you a seed? You feel like you're empty. Is there supposed to be something within you? You feel like an empty seed capsule. Did I miss my time? Okay, we'll just shove those in. Like, is there something here that's wrong with me? What am I not understanding? It's fine. It's gonna be fine. The quaking grass is gonna happen. And then what's this one? Prairie smoke, I think, right? Yeah, so we're gonna try prairie smoke again. Prairie smoke is in a small envelope. A yellow one, I believe. What do we got here? We got wild bergamot, tobacco, rudbeckia, coreopsis, mission bells poppy. Oh, prairie smoke, where are you? Hollyhock. Oh, prairie smoke, I know you're in here. Prairie smoke, gotcha. Where do you think you're going? Okay, so here's the prairie smoke. I don't think we need all of the tufty part that goes with it. I think we just need that little seed at the end. So that's what we're gonna just break off here of these little tufts. There's just like a head on them. And I think the head is just the seed. Imagine if the whole thing is needed. It's not. There's no way. Okay. If none of these work either, this was going to be such a fun thing to see in the garden. Prairie smoke. Doesn't that seem like a fun plant? Prairie smoke. Prairie smoke. What's going on with all the prairie smoke? Okay, I think we're gonna succeed. I think that's gotta be enough of them for at least one prairie smoke plant. It seems ridiculous that we could get this far with no germination. Okay, so there's there. Good. I think we can close these seeds for a minute. Don't think we need these ones. Oops, sorry. Hit the microphone there. Now let me just put this next tray outside. Before I do so though, I'm gonna spray down the tops of the ones that I added seeds to. Just so they're stuck in the soil. And then I'm gonna just shove, sorry, microphone. I'm just gonna shove the scabiosas into the soil a little farther. Hopefully give them a better chance. You better survive. I worked pretty sort of hard to make you. So you better live. How about this? I care about you, so you better live. It's not really about the amount of work it took. I want to see you thrive and bloom. Oh my god, the fungus gnats. I'm ready for these plants to live outside. There are too many fungus gnats now. I'm over it. I'm not a fungus gnat girly. Leave me alone, fungus gnats. Okay, there we go. Seeds are now moistened. I think everybody is gonna be happy. And we could be happy. Okay, and now these ones I'm gonna toss outside in the dappled sunlight of the morning. Be right back. All right, I have one more tray. How are you guys doing today? How's your Wednesday starting off? Mine is okay right now. I feel like I would love for these plants to be like a little farther along, but that's okay. I'm not in control. I'm just here for the ride, and it's all gonna be super. So these ones that I'm adding all to this one tray, these are gonna be staying inside, I think. I think I can get them close to the light where they will be super happy. Don't know who you are. Didn't label you. We won't know. I think this is a tiny marigold, which is wonderful. You need water though. Very dry soil. Not good. You know what I can do also is I can give these guys a drink from the bottom. All right, who's in here? This is Maidenhair Vine with seemingly 0 signs of life, which makes me feel like we should just plant it with status, because the Maidenhair Vine is less important to me than having status. This is a marigold. I don't know which kind. I have 2 sets. This one is so tiny though that I think this is the special tiny marigold. This is, I think, more coleus. My salvia. This can go outside today, but I'll just let it soak up some water first. How about you? You are a Alyssum, I believe that's Alyssum. Tired. My sister called at 2:30 a.m. hearing noises in our house, so I went up and we sat in the car till her husband came home to check that house. All is well, no intruder to be found. You're a good sister for going to her house when she heard noises that turned out to be nothing. That's a good sister vibe. Okay, then we have potentially Jolly Jester marigolds here. Potentially. Then we have coleus. That's for sure. And then, do we have enough room to shove anything else in here? Not really. That's okay. So I'm just gonna water the ones that are super dry, give them a top watering. Everybody else can just water from the bottom. There. Okay, so this one is gonna stay inside just because all the seedlings in here are very small. But they're going to go really up close to the light. That's my plan. I love my sissy poo. Well, you're a good sister. Okay, can you guys get any closer, or is that as close as we should go? That's probably as close as we need. Okay, and then we've got the dandelions and stuff. These things are not even germinated yet, so they don't even need to be under a light. We'll just put them sort of under a light. And I'm gonna move another guy up a little higher. Oh, you need water. I think we're almost done with the garden stuff for the morning. So if this is not the part you're excited about and you came here for the knitting, worry not, we're nearly there. I'm just going to triple check that everybody is accounted for. These feverfew could get a little more water. And no dripping, that's awesome. Okay, so we'll just put all of these remaining guys on the bottom shelf under a really nice bright light. And hopefully we are gonna have a little bit more waking up and growth today. That would be really nice of you guys if you could just show up for work. All right, I'm gonna just put I don't think there's room outside for this in a tray that will be safe, so I'm not gonna put it outside, even though it is fairly ready. I'm just gonna add the remaining water to the bottom of this tray and to the bottom of this tray. And bada bing, bada boom. The garden is working. It's happening. It's all happening here, folks. All right, also here's my outfit of the day is a hand-me-down dress that's shorter than I like to wear dresses these days, so I have tights on underneath, making me feel like Peter Pan or Robin Hood. All right. Oops, I have to cover the lights so it's not too bright. There we go. There. That's better. Oh. All right. Now that we've done that, I need a wipe to wipe down my desk, and then we can get into knitting, which is the plan for today. We're gonna knit. We are knitters today. One of my chair feet came off. Clean desk. All is well. Ugh, okay. So now that we've made it here, we've survived the garden portion of the stream. So thank you for being there for that. If you've not yet clicked the thumbs up button on today's live stream, please do so. Also, before I get in, I'm just going to put my thing in my hair that I usually put in that I forgot to because I was not running late, but, you know, doing stuff. It smells so good. It smells like Moroccan oil. Obsessed. I say obsessed. The smell of Moroccan oil is amazing. Okay. There we go. Well, did your husband find what the intruder was? Like, is it squirrels in the attic or something? Probably mice, because mice get into every established house. But was it something bigger, like a raccoon? Or did she hear, like, a voice? Because either way, I'm not a big fan of critters or people coming into my home. All right, now we're going to organize ourselves for the knitting portion of this stream, which I feel like we could zoom this out a little to over here. And then we can, what can we do? We can brighten it up a bit. Nope, that's not what we want. Sorry, I'm trying to make the colors feel accurate. That's not terrible. That's pretty good. There. Okay. That's better. Move you like this so that you're out of the way. And also super close to my face so that I can chat right into the mic and just do some ASMR chat for you. And then this needs to be like, what am I going to be knitting right here? Okay. Sorry about that. Loud noises. Loud noises. Sorry, I'm just holding my hand where I think I'll be holding the knitting needles in order to do my knitting for this baby blanket. So here's how she looks right now. As you can see, I've not gotten very far. We're at like a 9-inch length and we're hoping to get to like a 24-inch length, hopefully. The colors are so pretty though. Cute, I agree. It's just a simple baby blanket, and by the time I finish it, it's going to have taken me literally months to complete. But you know what? I'm not frogging it. I'm gonna finish this dang blanket. By the time I finish it, I'm not gonna want to give it away. I can already feel it because I'm already attached to it because of how much work I've done on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I do 6 stitches as my border, and then I switch into my stockinette. So right now I'm on a purl row. So the first 6 stitches are just always going to be knit, and then either I'm on a knit row or a purl row from that point on. There we go. Purling takes me a lot longer, so sorry if this is boring. I wonder if this is the best use of my screen. Maybe I should do it like this and have it here so that you can watch and see the birds. I feel like the birds are part of the vibe. Okay, so now we need to move it over. We'll get there. All right, that's not bad view-wise. Now you can see the birds if they decide to show themselves. You can't really see the cat. He's right behind me, but I feel like that's better. Do we like it better like this, up here, or down here? I feel like covering the mic is probably better. Like that. That feels good. Cool. Now I can knit and we can chat and everything is good. So, what are you guys working on? Anybody making anything cool right now? I'm working on this blasted baby blanket forever. Seriously, I started knitting this before my niece was born on, what, March 15th? I feel like it's March 15th. And I started this before she was born. Sweater for Sissy. Oh, that's nice. I was around the corner from you on Saturday. Where was I on Saturday? I think I was with my sister on Saturday. That sounds right, doesn't it? Oh, wait, we went to the farm. I was at the farm on Saturday. I didn't realize it till too late and I had none of your stuff on me. Candace, we gotta book a meetup, you and me. We should pick a coffee place and just meet there. Have coffee, hang out for a little bit. You know? I just need to make time. I don't know why it feels like there's no time to do anything fun. It's like my whole life right now is so scheduled with engagements with family. It's like I'm needed for babysitting, or I'm needed for basically babysitting across all of the babies. It feels like there is every single week 2 different babies whose parents I have promised time to. What are you doing on the 6th? Will you be home? May 6th. No, I won't be home. Alex and I always do a birthday day. Oh, are you talking about... Yeah, you're talking about May 6th. I was going to be like, April 6th already happened. Alex and I always spend the day away doing something. We have birthday days. So Alex will be planning some birthday day for us. Unfortunately, I will not be home. He even always takes the day off work for my birthday, and I take the day off work for his birthday so that we can spend the whole day doing birthday stuff. Will that be after the premiere? I don't think I'll be here for the premiere, if I'm honest. I will be likely up and out of the house by 7 a.m. We do a whole day. It's always it's a not a sleep in birthday. It's a wake up early and go to the first activity, which usually ends up being breakfast. Is our first activity. We go to Denny's. And then we go and do a whole things. What day are you always home? Mondays. I feel like I'm always home on Mondays. This Monday, I did go away out to hang out with my sister, but generally, I think Mondays, I'm always home. What other days am I always home? I'm always home most days. That's what's annoying, is that I'm a homebody. So right now, since my schedule is chaotic, I don't know for sure, but most days I'm home. At least for most of the day. But I think Mondays. I'll say Mondays I'm home. Is that true? I think it's true. We'll figure it out, Candace. We will make it work. Get off of there, Beelzebub. Get off of there. I hear you. I hear you. That's right. Nope, you're not allowed there either. Hey, you're never allowed on the computer, and you're not allowed on top of the shelf. You know all the rules. Acting like you don't know things. Dang bird. Do you think my coffee is still hot? I did just take it off of the hot plate. It should still be hot. Oh, God. warm, not hot. So let's put you back on the heater. Let's put the knitting down for a second and let's take a bite of some cinnamon bun pancake. I feel like it might be a Cinnabon pancake. It's very yummy. I think they fried it after they made the pancake. I think they fried it, which is super delicious. Definitely not healthy. What you got there? What's your what's that you got there for breakfast? That looks pretty tasty. What do you got there? Maybe something for sharing with parrots? No. This is not for sharing with parrots, Beelzebub. Oh, I was always going to be nice to you today. I wasn't going to be rude. I'm a nice bird. Nope. It ain't happening, Beelzebub. Watch this. Ignore the way that I'm using this fork right now. Watch. The way she just like looks at me so like, oh, maybe I could just have a taste. I'm trying to move the mic now so that you can see. I'm like 90% sure this has been fried after being made. You see this? That little cute kiss? See, I'm kissing you. I love you. I'm just giving you kisses. Maybe you could give me a little taste of your cinnamon bun? No. You're a bird. Birds don't eat this. The only sugar you get is unrefined fruit sugars. You got that? Let me just have one more bite. Delish. Sorry if you had to listen to me chew and that grossed you out. You want water? You can have water. No, just the water. You can have some? Hello? No? Okay, fine. All right. Back to knitting. How did I not even finish my row? The ADHD. I lose attention. So the garden's looking spectacular. The perennials are actively coming up. The annuals they're doing the best that they can. I'm doing the best I can with them. We're all working hard together, hoping that within the next couple of weeks we can get all these seedlings outside. Hopefully. I mean, last year on April 23rd, I had already planted my entire garden outside. I had already put out all my flowers, all my seedlings. Everything was like already in the ground at this point. So hopefully our delay isn't going to delay the garden too much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But even if it does, by the time August rolls around, you won't be able to tell the difference. I shared you in a Facebook message an ad for a chicken that needs a home. Candace, why are you trying to make me do things I'm not supposed to do? What are you doing to me? I am going on Facebook right now and checking it, so I love that for me. 2 adoptable friends. We have Rupert. While he has currently been working as a backup officer for our ACO division, cool, he's decided to take an early retirement and find his forever home. Rupert is an anole, and while he's the cutest, he does require an experienced reptile handler to ensure his needs are met. He requires a minimum of a 20-gallon tank and someone who understands his needs to ensure he keeps up to date on his health. Cute. Here's the ad for him. He's a little anole. We've had one of those before. Parmesan. Meet sweet Parmesan, the fanciest hen in town. Parmesan is looking for a place to call home, and while she does love people, she would be best suited on a farmer property that is permitted to have chickens. So Parmesan can have a friend or two. She's exceptionally friendly and loves a good treat of veggies or fruits. If you're looking to add a wonderful addition, Parmesan is your girl. Okay, so $25 for a female chicken, probably a young female chicken because it was one that someone raised and then found out that they couldn't have them. A knoll, that's cute. I don't need an anole. I don't need a chicken. My parents could have another chicken, though. The Humane Society of Greater Niagara. Let's see, what else do you have? Let's go to your adopt. Let's see what the fees to adopt a dog are. $500 for a dog, $600 for a small dog. Okay, let's see how to adopt. View adoptable animals. Big dog, big rabbit. Big dog, big dog, big dog. Cat who's ready to fight. Cute cat, bunny, big dog, big dog, big dog. Oh, Darla. Big dog, bunny. Cats and cats. Oh, look at this, Indy. Bunnies, bunnies, bunnies. I wish I liked bunnies. They're so cute. I just don't care to take care of them. Oh, hey there, Stormy. Bunny, bunny, bunny. But wouldn't it be fun? Minnie Mouse and Cindy Lou Who. Are you together? Minnie Mouse and Cindy Lou Who. It feels like they're going to be together. Minnie Mouse, Tiny Tyrant, Lap Queen, Full-Time Diva. A 5-pound package. Whoa, where'd you go? Thinking of checking her teeth or giving her a podicure? Proceed with extreme caution. Possession is 9/10 of the law. If she's in your lap, she owns you. Anyone who tries to remove her or get too close might be treated to a flashback of every bad decision she's ever made. She's basically a bodyguard in a Chihuahua costume. She's not for the faint of heart. That's funny. I mean, she looks like she's for the faint of heart. How old is she? Are you gonna give me... Oh, 1-year-old. She's just 1. Look at this. We're not getting another dog. But look at Cindy Lou Who. Aww, she's a Chihuahua. She's just a year old. She's just a baby. But she's a girl. I'm not a fan of girl dogs. Big dog, big dog. I do like the little... skinny one. I'm a big fan of the skinny looking Chihuahuas. Candace, why are we doing this? What is happening? Why did you do this to me? So Minnie Mouse is $600. I'm not getting another dog. Candace. Obviously. You can take it to the farm. You're like a bad influence on me. Sorry, man. I'm just talking about a chicken. Yeah, well, you may have just been talking about a chicken, but where did you bring me to? You brought me to the Humane Society. And they have dogs. I got distracted. My attention is going to be all screwed now. Anywho, the garden will be fine, regardless of what happens. We're going to make it work. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going to make the garden work. And if everything dies and all of my things fail, I'll go to the garden center and buy small plants and put them in my garden. I will not have a garden without a million flowers. I will be a flower gardener this year. Oh, and the mouse pick was freaking adorable. You thought so? Glad you liked it. I like it too. I think it came out really good. I actually did no editing work yesterday. I was supposed to edit all day. And instead of editing, I spent the whole day writing patterns. So I actually did do good work. Like, I had a good work day yesterday. But unfortunately, I did not get my video for next week edited. Usually that's what I do. On Tuesdays, usually I film. So I didn't do any filming this Tuesday. So I still have a video ready for next week that I'm in the process of editing, but I don't have one for the week after anymore. I've fallen back to being just on time with my videos. There was a minute where I was almost ahead. But alas, nothing lasts forever. I'll try and catch up again. It's just there's so much busyness happening that any moment that I have for like my own self, instead of filling it with like work that I should catch up on, I fill it with garden stuff and spending time outside. And that is what one of my plans for today is to spend some time outside, staring at the dirt, hoping that the flowers are closer to blooming than they were yesterday. But oh well. Oh, also, did you guys see my Instagram post? I posted the picture of the tree that I made for the birds. If you follow me on Instagram, you can check it out. The birds, I make them an enrichment tree seasonally. Those of you who've been here for a while have seen me make them before, but I put branches from outside that have dried and been cleaned with peroxide and just dead trees. I organize them into like a tree that fits in our living room that the birds can enjoy climbing around on and chewing apart. Usually I use apple branches or grapevines, which are like thick, woody grape trees from my parents' farm, or apple tree branches, because then I know they're pesticide free and I can like clean them well and feel okay about it. But anyway, I did this time with a fig tree that had been overwintered in a warm place and inhabited by mice. So the mice ripped off all the bark off the tree, so the tree died. My dad cut it down and had it outside for the beginning of spring. So I just scrubbed it down and then washed it, sprayed it with peroxide, and let it dry. And then when it dried, I brought it inside and set it up like a tree. And now my birds have this. It's a perfect tree because it's literally a whole tree. Like normally I just bring in a few branches and I organize the branches so that it looks like a tree. This time my dad just cut down the whole fig tree. So all I had to do was trim off some of the branches and then I could bring the whole tree inside as a bird, what's it called? Enrichment. As enrichment for my parrots. And maybe that's why they're not so loud today. Because they have stuff to do in their tree. They've got little tear apart paper toys. They've got cardboard and egg cartons strung up in a way that they like to chew apart. They've got seeds and little secret areas with like a tiny pile of seeds, and they are loving finding those. And then what else did I put on there? I put some basil seed heads from last year. They love crunching up the seed heads on a basil stem. So I put a bunch of those in the tree so that they would have something to sort of forage for. And they've been very happy with it. It usually takes them a couple days to warm up to a new tree in the house. But it seems they've decided this one is acceptable, and there is now much evidence of them throwing themselves around and destroying bits of the tree, which is great because that's what they're allowed to destroy. I don't mind if they destroy the toys that I give them to destroy. It's when they start destroying my stuff, that's when we have a problem. And that's usually when I realize like they need more stuff to destroy. They don't have enough stuff to destroy. It's when they start destroying my stuff. Then I realize time to make more toys. And that's where we were at last week. So when I went to my parents and saw that tree, I was like, we are Gucci. They're gonna love it. Oh. Anyway, I'm tired. I wasn't tired. I woke up happy, jumpy, ready to go. I'm feeling tired now. Knitting is boring. It's like, I know it's not boring. I enjoy doing it now, but like it's boring in that like I'm staring down at my hands. How do we have an engaging conversation while I'm knitting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. What do you guys want to talk about? What's the vibe? Do you have any vibes that you would like to bring up? The tip of my nose is so itchy. What the heck? What are all those cuts from? Ow! I'm covered in cuts on my hand. That's probably from yesterday. Do you see all those cuts? They're like tiny little... Hold on. Can you see them? They're like tiny little sharp... Why are you not focusing? Is that the best I can do? There we go. Look, I'm like covered in these tiny little cuts. What happened? Are they cuts or are those splinters? Oh my god, I have actual... I thought those were cuts. That's a straight up splinter. From yesterday. Look at that. It's a tiny little piece of wood in my arm. I thought that was a cut. When did you guys get in there? Get out of my skin. Ow! It doesn't hurt at all. Get the tweezers and a pin. I will get a pin. I will not get tweezers because my tweezers are dirty and I don't want to get alcohol right now to clean them. But I do have... I'm sure I have a pin somewhere. I know I have a pin somewhere. Who would I be if not a girly who has a pin? Aha. I'm not going to show you this part because you don't need to know about this. I thought those were just cuts I just discovered. I took a bath yesterday. How did these not come out in the bath? Oh well. My mom is gonna make me start a garden this summer. I'm so nervous about keeping everything alive. What's hard to kill? I feel like most annual flowers are pretty forgiving. What's hard to kill? Marigolds. Marigolds live all summer with seemingly no issue. Oh my gosh, they're literally all over my wrist. How did I not notice this until right now? Ugh. My poor little wrist is covered in splinters. It makes sense. The whole gazebo is made of wood. I'm not surprised. I'm just surprised that I didn't notice this at all yesterday. Because I took a bath. So I was like, oh, I worked hard. I'm gonna have a bath and sit and enjoy. Didn't notice all the splinters sticking out of my skin. Sorry, I know this is not entertaining for you guys right now, but... Do you hear those birds tearing up their toys? That is so crazy how many there were. Are there any on this arm? This was my working arm. Ah, there are. There's one right... Hold on. There's one right here in my hand. Hold on. You see it? That's just a little splinter just sticking out of my hand. All I have to offer are plant pics while I work on this pattern. That's fair. Did I turn it? Good. Okay, you're not watching anymore. I don't want you to watch while I unsanitarily remove a splinter from my hand. It's barely even in the skin. I'm not worried about like hurting myself. It's obviously just barely in the skin. I didn't even feel it. Usually I feel a splinter if I have one. That is crazy. Can't believe I had so many. There's one more. I don't even remember the last time I had a splinter. And now I just pulled out like 6 of them. Are there any others hiding higher up? Are you a splinter? Another? That's crazy. That's way too many splinters. I thought I was going to discover that I had been scratched by the cat or something, but it does not appear. That is wild. Another one on this arm. Okay, well, I'll tell Alex to check himself for splinters. We were screwing into wood, but I didn't wear gloves or anything because, I don't know, I didn't think it would be an issue. Okay, I think I got everybody. That's wild. That was like a lot of splinters in my arm. Okay. Oh, she wants to grow groceries. So food. Oh, well, that I don't feel like. What's easy to grow for food? I don't know. Did you build a raised bed as well? Let's see. Well, some sad news. I went to Joanne for the last time and I almost cried. It's so depressing seeing the empty shelves and bins. And all I have to offer are plant pics while I work on this pattern. Fair enough. We can get to that eventually. I need to knit. Beelzebub, I don't have anything for you right now. Go away. Go away. Go away or behave. The water fountain for the cats is being so loud this morning and I don't know why. It's not empty. Did you build a raised bed as well? Are you talking to me or are you talking to Marquita? I did not build a raised bed. Instead, because of my splinters. No, I did not build a raised bed. I just used the remaining wood to add structure. Hey, Raven. To add structure to my the roof area before installing the tarp as a roof. I don't know what it's called. The awning. Before installing the awning. To me, the awning feels like it's just a thick tarp, but it was called an awning. I should have built a garden box because we were out there. So what did you do in the area you were going to build one? Just put in plants? No, I can show you what I did. I took a picture last stream. So, hold on. Okay, there. So this is where that garden bed used to be. It now has 2 large pots and then a Rubbermaid tote and then 3 smaller pots kind of to fit in that space. The spot, this whole thing was the raised garden bed before, but the only spot that has open access to ground, you see it's all cardboard, or not cardboard, it's all concrete underneath the black pots. Under the blue Rubbermaid tote, there was a space of soil, like exposed soil, about the size of like one concrete pad. And so I just tiled over it. I just put tiles on top of it. I didn't like do any actual installation. I just tamped down the soil till it was flat and then put a layer of like hard clay over top, tapped that down, and then I put the tiles on top. So now this is the the area. There's what's left of the garden bed up in the corner there. And yeah, so now that has that. And then this is what the the pots underneath look like. That trash pile is so close to being gotten rid of. Just hold your horses. We're going to get rid of that thing. But these pots, these large rectangular ones, are 3 feet by 2 feet. Just so that you understand like scale. And then this one, this round one, is 5 feet across. Sweet peas, yarrow. This is the shade garden as it is set up currently, which can definitely change, but the point is that that's an area that's mostly in the shade. And there's what the whole sort of space looks like. Ignore the junk pile. It'll get removed. Eventually, we will have less of a junk pile. Oh, I'm so excited to see pretty flowers in my garden. We're just not there yet. Look how pretty that is. I want some. A dragonfly, some strawberries. Where did you get all of your grow bags? I feel like I need more. Do I? Do I really? I would call it a pergola. What did I call it? Oh, yes, the roof is a pergola, but we added an awning that is used for trailers. So it's like this tarp type waterproof fabric, reinforced, non-woven, something. There's a lot of words that we found it, and it was a perfect fit for what I wanted to do in the space. So on top of the pergola, we added it, but it's not even canvas. It feels like a tarp, but it's like twice as thick as like a tarp you would buy at the like hardware store. So it's like a super thick tarp, and it has a design on it because it's meant to get attached to a trailer. And it gradients from blue to white. Plasticized canvas? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's super thick. And bless you. It's super thick, and we screwed it into the pergola on the roof. But before we screwed it in, we added like some reinforcing horizontal beams into the pergola just to support the weight of the tarp, so that if it rains, water won't make the tarp sag in different areas. But it was an awning is what it was labeled as. But it worked perfectly, and we screwed it in directly into the wood. We did some pre-drilled holes first, and then screwed it in all of the like beam joists that the pergola has. And the screws were like 1-inch screws, but that's fine. And we screwed the edges in every like 3 inches so that no wind will like tear the thing off of the pergola roof. And the rain, we made it, our pergola has a roof that is angled, so the rain will just slide off the tarp. It shouldn't get caught in the tarp and sag. It should just roll off, hopefully. But I added a beam in the center so that it would create a little bit of height just in the middle of where the tarp was, so it creates just a little more of a roof angle to allow the water to run off easily. But we were going to get like tin roofing. I don't know if that's what it actually is made of anymore, but the style we were looking at was like a tin roof. And it was going to cost us like, we went to a salvage yard, and it was like $20 a piece, and we were going to need 3 or 4 pieces. So it was going to be anywhere from $60 to $80 to do that roof. And I didn't want to spend anything, so we found a very, very cheap alternative it was just lucky that it was somebody getting rid of the trailer awning. And it worked perfectly for our purposes. 24/7 gardening, and then some I just made myself from weed fabric. Oh, weed fabric, that's smart. Because it can let water in and out without letting the plants come out of it. I just have like regular plastic pots as well as fabric bags my mom gave me. I tried last year or the year before to make my own fabric bags because I just had so much fabric around. So I tried and it just didn't come out right, unfortunately. Why are you not holding nicely? Okay, so first we want you to be able to wrap around and hold on to this, right? And then we want you to hold tension, right? Right. Thank you. Is that right? Does it feel like I missed one? Yes, it does. Cool. Anywho, so now half of the backyard, not half of the backyard, half of the pergola is now shaded. We only covered half of the pergola with that shade cloth in order to give Alex like a safe area out of the rain to work. If he needs to do any, manly jobs, he can do them without getting wet. Also, it's a place to store things, like my rock cutting table stays out there. Sometimes our tires stay out there, that sort of thing. So it just allows us to have another area of the backyard that is kind of a little more functional, other than like the enjoyment area of the backyard. We need like a work area. So now there's a shadowy or a shaded water safe area of the backyard now, which is great. I'm looking forward to being able to use it. I'm also looking forward to using the hammock. That's exciting for me. And the little carpeted area. I made our hammock too high up, unfortunately, so I need to buy new rope. Our rope was worn down, so I had to tie shorter rope lengths in order to not risk having a worn out area of rope being used where the hammock is actually being hung. So the hammock right now, it's comfortable. If you get into it, it's comfortable, but it's high. So if it were to fall, it would be a hard fall onto concrete. So I said to Alex, I want it to be lower. I don't plan on having it fall, but if it happened, I'd rather have it be already close to the ground. You have no idea how much I want to use old tires for growing. I used to really want to use old tires for growing, and now every time that it's been an option, I always end up saying no. I don't know why, but my brain is now thinking, like, is it going to be toxic to use rubber tires to grow things out of? Maybe not for, like, flowers, because it doesn't matter, but, like, I don't know if I would grow food out of a tire. Flowers? Yeah. You can only use old tires for non-edibles. Oh, okay, cool. Confirmed. Thank you, Raven. Well, I don't really grow a ton of edibles right now, but when that time comes, I will be doing my edible things probably in ground when I start doing edible things again. I just wish this would grow faster. It's growing at the same speed as some of my seedlings, which is very, very slowly. It's not really the rubber that's the problem, apparently, but the pollution or something. I don't know. I mean, rubber is a natural thing, but yeah, the other additives that go into rubber when they're making tires, it's not just straight rubber anymore, right? Is it even rubber anymore? Like, rubber is... Sorry, my eyebrow hairs are loose because I don't know why. And when they are loose and they tickle my eye, I have to literally rip them out. Super normal behavior, I know. I thought knitting was supposed to grow faster. Literally not a chance, Candace. Knitting grows so freaking slow. It's like half the speed of crochet. It's so slow. Knitting is so slow. Beautiful, but so slow. Beelzebub, I don't have anything for you, honey. I can give you a seedling. You want a seedling? I pulled these out. You can have it. It's kind of cool. Isn't that kind of cool? Knitting is so slow, and I'm so slow at it still. Yeah, same. I'm very slow at it. I enjoy myself, but the speed with which I am knitting is definitely lower than when I'm crocheting. Matches your shirt. It disappeared when she dropped it. Well, hopefully she'll find it. Did you find it? You enjoying crunching on that seedling? Gary's just sitting chattering to himself happily. Do you hear the happy noises he's making? Right one. There, I just heard another. He's just going... just chirping around. Was that fun? Did you enjoy yourself? Chewing on that seedling? It's just a zinnia. These are actually totally safe and edible for you. There you go. Give me a kiss. Thank you, baby. Oh, okay. Drop it right on the floor. What are you saying come here for, Gary? Do you want to come here? Not, you're already here, Beelzebub. I was saying to Gary. Gary, do you want to come here? You want to come here? He wants to be friendly. It's just hard for him. I'm going to give him a seedling to chew on 1 sec. He may not like me, but doesn't stop me from liking him. 1 second. I need to provide little Gary with a seedling to chew on. Here you go. It's on the cardboard. I put it right there for you. Oh, I feel hair on my face. Sorry, 1 sec. I'm just gonna give him the other seedling. You didn't even look at what I gave you. You were trying to bite my finger. All right. This thing is gonna have the worst tension. I can just feel it because I keep putting it down mid-row. Oh. There. Okay. Back to work. It's already 11:15. Where does the time go? Ugh. The tension. I'm so sorry. Little project. The tension is not good. Raven, what are you growing this year? What are you gonna try and grow? If you're growing anything. I hope you grow something. I hope everybody grows something. I'm trying to think if I missed anything that I wanted to grow. I feel like I don't have status. Last year I feel like I had more status growing. This year I feel like I did not plant enough. And now it's too late. It's one of those ones where you have to start it like 8 weeks before the last frost, and that was 8 weeks ago. So I think anyway, I don't think there's any expected frosts. I think we're above frost temperatures now where I live. Hamilton forecast 14 day. Let's see, Hamilton 14-day weather. We have excuse me. We have, why are you showing it to me like this? Beelzebub, I don't have patience for it right now. Okay, so 4 degrees is the low on Saturday. And that's the lowest it's going to be ever again. The next lowest temperature is 6. So that's pretty good. We should have... Oh, that's beautiful. Thursday it's going to be 24. 24 and sunny. Feels like 26. That's great. Friday 14, Saturday 12, Sunday 17, Monday 18, hi. Tuesday 23, Wednesday 18, May 1st 12, May 2nd 13, May 3rd 15, May 4th 14, May 5th 15, May 6th 15 and cloudy. That's a perfect day. 15 and cloudy, that'll be a perfect day for a birthday, if I do say so myself. I have a seedling from you and my son, lots of flowers and some tomatoes. I have seedlings from you and my son, lots of flowers and some tomatoes. That's awesome, Michelle. What are the seedlings from me looking like? How are they doing? Do you know what you've got growing? I'm hopeful that you guys, all of you who I sent seeds to, I'm hopeful that they all germinate for you and you have good luck. I also hope that I have some good luck with my Apricota Cosmos. I feel like I should maybe just buy a packet. I haven't bought one since I think 2 years ago now. Apricota Cosmos seeds. Hey there, Beelzebub. Okay. Let's see. My isopods are making so many babies, I need to make a new enclosure already. Good idea. Okay. Lots of places sell them. Now let's see if I can get them on Etsy without having to pay $1 million for shipping. Let's see. Apricota Cosmos. Let's see who has them. We want the price. We want shops in Canada. We want sort by... Do I want to sort by lowest price? Probably not, but let's just see sorted by lowest price in Etsy. Also, look at this. Look at this bird. Can we kiss? Thank you, can we kiss? Thank you, can we kiss? Thank you, can we kiss? Thank you. Alright, I will scroll. Marigolds and a mix. They're small but doing well. It's been cold, too cold to put them out yet. Fair enough, fair enough. Alright, why is the seller not being shown? I like seeing the seller. Dispatches from Ontario. What is it that I want to add? I want to add the shipping, like low shipping price. Star sellers. Wow, that's it. Okay. So, how many seeds? You're gonna sell 25 of them. Let's see, bulk prices on Cosmo seeds. We're looking specifically for apricota. Apricot lemonade. No, we're not looking for apricot lemonade. Looking for apricota. But let's look at the apricot lemonade, what they have. What company is this? Or what, how much shipping do you want? $30! I'm not paying $30 in shipping. You know, I feel like I have these in my cart. I know you're so interested, guys. Just, can you just acknowledge how cute my little birdie's eyeballs are? Look how cute she is. She's looking at you guys and at me. If you can see her eyeball, that means she's looking at you, and you can see her eyeball. Can I have a kiss? Hey, don't bite me. Can I have a kiss? Thank you. Don't bite me. Okay, Rouge River Blooms. Let's go to you. And Olive Seed Company. Let's go to you. Rouge River Blooms has the apricota. Apricota. Please hold while I find my cosmos. Why can't you just finish your frickin' row of knitting? Oh, apricota cosmos. Okay, let's see. Save $10 when you spend $10. Save 10% when you spend $10 at this shop. And that's Rouge River Blooms. How much do you want for shipping? $2.99. Okay, fine. And now Olive Seed Company. What do you want for shipping? We don't want apricot lemonade. I just am worried I don't have enough apricot Cosmos, and that would be really sad to me. Like, really sad. Okay, let's see. 25 apricot Cosmos for $4.25 with a $3.25 shipping. Let's see. $4.25, $7.50. So $7.50 total from the one person, or $8 or $7.98. $7.98 for how many seeds? 25. So it's cheaper from the one company, but not by a lot. Cool, thank you. The only thing I like better about this one is that they brought their own photos. No, they didn't. They're both using the same photo. Look at this. This is two completely different ads from two different people. Look. That's the same photo. I don't like that. Are you real? Did you sell the original photo? You know? I miss my Cosmos. I love her when she's like this. When she's cute. Yeah, not often, let me tell you. She's not, look at, she's sleeping on my shoulder right now. She's just falling asleep. Can I have a kiss? Can I have a kiss? Thank you. Can I have a kiss? Ow! Jesus! I think you just made my lip bleed. I tested her. Ow, she like bit my lip. I don't know why I tested her. I could see she didn't want it, because she was getting a little nippy the last couple I asked for. Oh. That was a hard bite, Beelzebub. It wasn't a Gary hard bite, because Gary makes my mouth bleed when he bites me. Jerk. Well, you woke her up. Yes, I did. Are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. It just hurts. Is it? Did he bleed? Look, she made me bleed. This is what happens when you have a parrot. They will bite you and make you bleed. Yes, it was my own fault. Oof, that looks like an ouchie. Jerk. Free lip plumping service, you're welcome. It was actually a gift. That was really nice of her. Ow. If I get a fat lip, that'll be annoying. Oh well. That's what happens when you have a parrot and you think you know. Might be some blistered capillaries. It could be. Feels like a cut. Anyway. Don't screw around with your parrot. They will bite you occasionally. You have to read the room. I wasn't reading the room. That was 100% my fault. She wouldn't have bit me if I didn't bother her. And also, I kiss her 1,000 times a day, and she does never bite me. And then when I get too cocky, too confident, then she bites. That's what happens. Don't get cocky if you have a parrot. Or you will get bit. Gary bit me pretty hard the other day too. Not on the face. Usually I don't risk putting my face that close to Gary. He will bite down. Beelzebub was just biting to say leave me alone. Unfortunately. She still has sharp. Morgan is the same, but sometimes she just friggin' bites for no reason whatsoever. That's Gary. Sometimes if you're holding Gary, you might just get bit. Like he might just look at you and then look away and then bite you for no reason. But Beelzebub, she'll give you a few warning nibbles, and she did. The last kiss she gave me before she bit me was a warning kiss. She did a little nibble as she kissed me, and usually when she does that, it means, like, fuck around and find out. If you do that again, it's not going to be a nice one. And I thought, not me. You wouldn't bite me, would you? Then I walked right into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Morrigan says warning bites are for pussies. Well, Beelzebub usually gives a warning bite. Gary doesn't usually give a warning bite. If you make a mistake, you will be bit. So you can't be cocky with Gary. If you make one wrong move, he will bite you to wound you. Like, Gary wants you to have to get stitches. That's his goal. And there's nothing I can do to stop him because it's his bottom beak. Like, I can shave his top beak, like, not shave. I can grind the pointy point of his top beak, but that's not the part that hurts you when you get bit. The part that hurts you is the sharp lower beak. That's the area that they sharpen down like a knife. And that's not really something you can do anything about with a parrot. That's the sharp part. And that's the part that hurts when you get bit. And Gary does not give warning. If you make a mistake, that was your warning. You shouldn't have made a mistake. Whereas Beelzebub will say, why did you do that? Don't do it again. And then on the second error, that's when you're going to get bit. But even so, Beelzebub doesn't usually bite. Like, she didn't even break my skin. Gary would have broken my skin for sure. Like, yeah, the warning is being in the same damn room. For Gary, kind of. The warning is that you're in the same room with Gary. The bite comes if literally anything is done wrong. There's a right way to do everything with Gary, and if I do it the wrong way, I get bit. Although, something pretty interesting about Gary lately is he's been letting me hold him. Do you want to see? Like, hold him in my hand like he's not got wings. It's pretty exciting. I did just get bit, so I'm, like, trying to redo my confidence. Usually when I get bit, I have to, like, do something about it. Come here, Gary. No, that's not coming here. That's the opposite of what that is. Come here. Come back here. You can't fly. I know. You've become incapable of flying. Whoa. Here. Hold on. It's okay. So here's Mr. Gary. And I used to, if I even had my hands over his shoulders at all like this, he would bite me with the intention of injuring me. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. There you go. Ow, careful. No, don't jump. I know. Yeah, I know. You want to say hello? There's Gary. Nice, scary Gary. See, his beak is touching me right now and he's not biting me. It's pretty exciting. Oh, he gets a sunflower seed for this. Come on, hold on. I got you. I gotta hold on to your foot because you can't fly. I'm not gonna hold you tight. I'm gonna just get you. Okay, let's get you a... Okay. Alright. Okay. I know. I hear you. Here, let's get you something nice. I got nice treats in here for you. Hold on. And again, do you see right now I'm holding him around his body? That was not an approved way to hold him, even just a few months ago. Here you go, Gary. Here, hold on. There. No, don't go away. I'm giving you snacks. Come here. Oh my gosh, you're fine. Look, here. Hold on. You come here. Shush. Look. No, you're doing it wrong. Here. Look what's in my hand. He's like, I cannot relax, for you would hold me again, madam. Did you see? Here. You go. You go. Poor Gary. I know. His tail feathers. I know. He uses them to balance now, so he's currently leaning this way. It's okay. It's alright. Don't bite. Don't bite me. It's okay. I'm gonna put these in your tree. Okay? It's okay. It's okay. I got you, honey. You're alright. Here. Here you go. Look. There you go. There's some snacks for you. I'm sorry, Gary, for harassing you. Poor baby. His little lungs are just panting. Yeah, he's a scaredy boy. Good boy, Gary. Don't forget, I just put them in this cup, okay? Right here. Beelzebub, don't try and bite me. Ugh. The little squeaks of protest. He's like, woman, what? Woman, I'm telling you. Yeah, so usually when Gary gives a warning, those squeaks those are not part of a warning. That's not how Gary would warn. That's a I'm a scared baby sound, basically. I'm a scared baby is what that sounds like. He's got my teals chirping back. Boy, is he pretty. Yeah, Beelzebub and Gary are both super pretty. Just so incredibly loud. They're an incredibly loud breed of bird. But if you heard that sad squeaking noise that he makes is not the sound that he makes when he's like scared when something big happens. It's like a protest sound. It's like a baby whining, because he doesn't do that when he's gonna hurt me. He does a different sound when he's aiming to hurt me. So that's pretty cool that he tolerates being held. It's good for if we have to go to the vet, because like before, if I held him in my hand, he would literally try to remove my fingers. He was a violent little boy, let me tell you. Whereas now he's definitely still gonna hurt you if you screw with him in a way that he doesn't like, but he'll tolerate being held in my hand, which is so awesome. Okay, my lip doesn't hurt anymore. Beelzebub's still pissed. When I went over to give Gary those snacks, she tried to bite me as I put them into the little container that I have for the snacks to go in. Can't say I'm surprised. She was in a bad mood yesterday. Just irritable. She was just irritable. But she is also like trying to have babies. I wonder if he'd get to this point. I did wonder if he'd get to this point. I'm glad he's improved so much. Yeah, I'm glad he's improved so much. He's still, I wouldn't say he's a social parrot. He is social. That's not the right thing. He's kind of standoffish. He talks a lot. He's standoffish and he bites. Like, is he really mean or is he just shy and scared? He might just be a little mean. Now that he's aware of me, he's like willing to tolerate me, but he's a little like, you're at risk. If you're interacting with Gary, I would never have a child interact with Gary. You just don't know. He might seem like everything's going fine. Like, I feel like with Beelzebub, I can go, oh, she's in a bad mood. With Gary, it's like, he's in a beautiful, sweet, happy mood. He's eating seeds right out of my hand. And then he turns his head and bites one of my fingers. Of the hand that he's eating out of, bites one of my fingers until it bleeds. So I would never interact with a child with Gary, but I don't know. His personality's fine. He's cool. He's cool. The way he is he's his own individual person. And so if he is a crotchety old man, then that's what he is. That's what I don't mind. He's social on his own terms. Yeah. He also doesn't want to eat any food that you offer him until he sees Beelzebub eating it. And I don't think it's because he's a polite man. I think it's because he's afraid. He also screams readily at anything new. So if anything new enters the house that wasn't in the house previously, that's going to be a problem for Gary. He's living life with like heightened anxiety. He's just unmedicatedly anxious, you know? Been there, buddy. I've been there. So I have a lot of sympathy or empathy. I have a lot of empathy for him. And since Beelzebub is like the popular girl, I think we have a nice mixture. He's a lord trapped in a foreign court. He needs his peasant taster to prove the food isn't poisoned, basically. Is Beelzebub the popular girl, or is she like his stupid sidekick? There's a possibility that she's his stupid sidekick, but he's also secretly in love with his food taster. No, it's more like his food taster takes advantage of him, because his food taster forces love on him. She's the girl, and yet she's the one. She pulled out some of his tail feathers. She's bit him until he performed his bird duties. She's a very, I think she's pissed off because it's spring, is essentially what I'm believing about Beelzebub right now. Is she's a little bit bitchy because she's wanting to have a nest and eggs, and that's not going to happen here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So she's just kind of in a bit of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A bit of a bitchy mood. I would say the last couple of weeks, they've both been louder, and Beelzebub has been much more willing to bite. She bites him. She goes after the cat right now. Like she goes after Rohan for no reason. He'll be sleeping like this, and she'll just fly onto his back and start biting him. He handles himself just fine, but still, I think that she's Twitter-pated, if you will. Unfortunately for her, Gary does not seem to be completely interested in that this year. Like last year, I feel like he was very interested, and Alex and I were concerned that an egg could happen because of how frequently they were consummating their relationship. But this year, it seems like it's only initiated by her, and it's under duress almost. He does eventually oblige her, but it does seem to be that they're both kind of in a bad mood the last couple of weeks. Not all the time. It's just like there's more times than not when you're at risk of being bit. Like when you walk by the cage, not even looking at them, they'll lean over the cage reaching to bite you, which is not their typical behavior. I think it's the newfound spring. Oh, Beelzebub. Consent is sexy, babe. Yeah, consent is sexy. And it would be great if you could just lay off of poor Gary. He doesn't need the extra stress. He's a sensitive man. He has a lot of feelings. Most of them are bad feelings, but he has a lot of them. What are you guys doing right now? She's literally trying to make him mate with her literally right at this moment. She like rubs up against him, shoves her butt in his face, and then starts biting his legs and tail. Like she's so rude to him. He's like, I don't wanna. I'm stressed. And she's like, I want eggs. Little do they know, I'm not providing them a nest, and I'm not providing them a space to have their egg, and I'm not providing them any of the abilities to parent. They are not having a baby. Maybe someday, when we live on a farm and we have an aviary, then I can go, we could get another. We could let them have another. However, not while we live in an apartment. I tell you what, 2 parrots is already too many parrots. Yeah, Morgan is in heat right now. Again. Oh my god, that sucks. That's so risky. How do you have a cat that's not fixed? What is happening? Is Morgan a baby? Do I not know something? How have you not fixed your cat? That is so stressful. If a cat gets out, they come back pregnant. I am getting the butt in my face all day. She's like, get me pregnant. And you're like, I'm a human and you're a cat. It's not possible. Hello. Yeah, she's nearly 5. She's just inside only. Even still, when she's in heat, the risk of her getting out, I would not risk it. They get pregnant so freaking easily. Cats, it's like they come near a male cat and they get pregnant. But if you're very sure that she's never going to get out, that's up to you. Stressful. There we go. There's literally no way for her to get out. There's 2 more doors between my front door and the street. Okay, that's good. We had a girl cat growing up, and she was fixed, but she would go on long wanderings. She was an indoor-outdoor cat. Her name was Princess Willie, and she was a black and white tuxedo, and my older brother, when we were little, said, she looks like Free Willy. Can we name her Free Willy? And then apparently my sisters and I were like, no, Free Willy was a boy. Can we call her Princess? And then my dad was like, how about Princess Willy? And apparently that was fine for all the kids. So she was Princess Willy. And she lived a very long life. How old was she? She was probably... Did you ever meet Willie? No? Okay. So she probably died when I was like 17, but she was born, or she was acquired by my family when my little sister was like 1, which would make me like 2. So she probably lived 15 to 17 years with my family, and she was just sort of this miserable... She wasn't actually miserable. She was probably a lovely cat, but I was such a harassing child. I literally, like, I mauled them. I wanted to interact with them in every way. And anyway, Willie was an indoor-outdoor cat, and she would go missing for, like, days at a time. But it wasn't even missing. We didn't consider her missing. It was just like, Willie's out. And she would come back, usually fine. She probably had to go to the vet a couple of times from having a fight and coming back battered. But generally, she came back completely fine and lived a very long time and ended up being put down in her very, very old age. Like, she was like a perfect example of an indoor-outdoor cat. I mean, she probably killed way more songbirds than was worth it for having an outdoor cat. But she lived a very long time. And she kept our neighborhood free of all those tomcats. I don't know if she did, but she definitely fought off other cats. But she didn't fight the neighborhood cats, which was interesting. Like, other neighbors had cats as well. Hold on. And Willie never tried to kill them. Even though she totally could have. Sorry, I got my stitch screwed up a little bit here. Like this, right? Yeah, like that. Okay, sorry. There we go. Yeah, my cat when I was a baby lived to be like 21. That's a long time. Do cats live longer back in the past? What was the difference? Is it that they were indoor-outdoor cats? 1, 2, 3. Nope, you're screwed up. Hold on. Are you alright, or are you screwed up? You're screwed up. Hold on. Hold the phone, everybody. Come on. 1, 2. No, why are you doing pearls, Laura? Please hold. And Danny was indoor-outdoor, and he only ever caught rats. Birds were too hard. Yeah, that would be great. I wish that Willie was like that, but she was not. Okay, hold on. Oh my god. Please stop dropping stitches. You are a nit. You are a nit. There. Okay. And he lived to be 17. His final year was indoors, and he loved it. Got so spoiled. Yeah, Willie's last, I don't know how many years, but last year or two, maybe last couple years, Willie's last ones, she was an indoor cat. But that's because she was an old lady at that point. I don't know if she loved it. She was still allowed outside, but all that she would do is just sit on the porch and sleep in the sun. Like, she stopped wandering off in the last couple of years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Applejack, the one who lived to be 21, moved herself to the neighbor's house. Nice. Because they spoiled her. There we go. And she had her own air-conditioned bedroom, so maybe that's the secret. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She moved herself to the neighbors. You guys have been great. I'm gonna go live over here. I don't know why this got so confusing for me for a second. This knitting. Okay, I think we're on track again. I think we got it. There we go. Literally. Well, Willie stayed with us, but Willie was our only cat. Willie was the only cat we had as a family growing up. I don't have any memory of any other cats. Like, my parents had cats when they got together, but they weren't like part of my childhood, so they must have already either died or died when I was a baby kind of thing. But in my childhood home, we only ever had one cat, and it was Willie. And we had lots of dogs. We usually had 3 dogs at a time, but we always had lots of dogs. But just the one cat. And now my parents have a boy cat named Scout. My dad doesn't call him Scout. My dad calls him the little guy. Which is so annoying because we, the kids, gave the cat the name Scout because we thought it was a perfect name for my dad's favorite book is To Kill a Mockingbird. So we thought Scout would be the cutest name for a little kitty cat whose job is to protect the farm, keep the mice away. And then we told him his name is Scout, and my dad said Scout's a girl's name. And we were like, Scout is just a word. And you can use it to name a boy or a girl cat. You could call the cat a girl cat, and he wouldn't know the difference. He's a cat, and he's a barn cat. So he calls him the little guy. Hello, Beelzebub. Look who has... You gonna come here just to poop on my desk? Or did you come over here to harass the cat? What do you want? You want to come sit with me? Come here. Hi. How doing? You want to come sit? Here. You don't have to. It's just an invitation. Come here. Come on. Come on up. Come on. Come on. She's weighing her options for crime, literally. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Our kittens are sisters. They're named Cleopatra and Ptolemy. Ptolemy. Cute names. She's weighing her options for crime. She's literally always weighing her options for crime. The sun outside looks lovely. It does today. I'm really excited to go outside. I mean, it's going to be a nice day, 14 degrees and sunny. Maybe I can load up the garbage pile to bring to the dump. Alex said it's too big of trash to throw out with the regular garbage and we have to do a dump load. And I was like, I don't think that's true, but fine. But we have to get those big garbage bags. My dad has them. They're like big, I don't know what they're called, construction worker garbage bags. But they're like extra hard plastic and they're beautiful. They're like super tough garbage bags. Look at this bird. You want to sit on my shoulder? Here you go. You can come sit with me. Hey, baby. Can I have a kiss? Can I have a kiss? Is that a no? Can I have a kiss on my finger? Can I have a kiss? Don't bite me. Kiss. Thank you. I'm in danger right now. I shouldn't I shouldn't risk it. This bird is on the edge of a threat. She's pretty close to threatening my safety. I don't have anything for you, though. Like, I don't know what you want from me because I don't even have anything here that you can take and play with. If I had a bobby pin or something, I would give it to you, I promise. I don't see anything that would be useful to you. I have a little rock. Would you like a rock to chew on? It's a pretty rock. Here. There you go. Ooh, that's practically midsummer in Aberdeen. See, that's a reason why I can't move to Scotland. That's just, it's not warm enough. 14 degrees as your summer temperature, it's just not enough. How do people grow food there? If that's your summer temperature, what food can even grow there? Potatoes, onions, cabbage, kale. They don't. They grow sheep. Okay. They grow sheep and they trade their sheep for vegetables. Or they were just highly carnivorous peoples. To be fair, Aberdeen is in the north of Scotland and it does get a bit warmer than that. Yeah. But like even with your exaggeration, it's still like we get like 40 degrees Celsius here in the summer. I know that's too hot. Like that is too hot. But like I'd rather have a couple of days of 40 degrees Celsius in order to have most of the summer be like 25, you know? But as soon as it's like over 18, everyone's like, oh my God, I'm dying. Don't you guys have shorts and t-shirts? Like just wear less clothes. Well, I'm glad she likes the rock I gave her. It's keeping her from biting me. They grow sheep. My mom's next door neighbor is also a farm, and a week ago they had baby goats, and Alistair went and met them the day they were born. Oh, you dropped it. Did you mean to drop it? Do you want it back? Or are you done with it? Oops, I dropped it that time. Or do you want a different rock? Let me see if I have something else that will satisfy your need to crunch. Oh, I have a piece of coral. That might work for you. That'll probably crunch a little bit nicer. Can you hold it? Maybe I can break off a chunk for you. Ooh, that's hard. No, I can't break it, but I'm pretty sure your beak could. It's got a good crunch. Here, take it. I'll try and balance it. There. It's gonna drop if you don't hold on to it. You should grab a hold of it with your foot or it's gonna fall. There you go. Excuse me. Right, but it'll be 14 degrees Celsius and they'll be walking around in a puffer jacket like it's snowing. I think they're just soft. They're just soft. They can't handle weather. Weather is too much for the folks of Aberdeen. I knew that piece of coral would be just what she wanted. It's got a good amount of like crunchiness to it. If you drop it though, it's gonna be so loud, so please don't drop it, okay? Thanks, that'd be great. I knew you'd be able to crunch off pieces of that. It's not as hard as a rock. Sometimes they just need something for their beak to do that's like hard work. And then they seem happier for longer. Did you just put it down on my shoulder? That's my necklace. I gave you a rock, not my necklace. Are you done with the rock? Yeah? Now you gotta sit there and sharpen your beak so that the next time you bite me, it's nice and sharp. It looks like the world's crunchiest popcorn. Yeah. She's definitely having fun because that sound that she just made, that's like a happy rubbing my beak together sound. She'll probably do it again. Can I take the rock back? It's gonna fall off my back anyway. Are you done? I guess you're done. You'll hear her do it again. I can feel it. She's in a good mood now. Not a good enough mood that I would risk asking her to give me a kiss, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. The world's crunchiest popcorn. 4. That noise. 5, 6. Let me see if I can get you to see it when it happens. Let's see if she'll do it. What are you looking at? Not her eyes blinking at different times. Aw, she's a happy girl. Does she like chewing on pencils and paintbrushes? My cockatoo loved chopping them in half like a karate legend. She likes chewing on my mechanical pencils. She likes chewing the small end where I don't want her to chew on it, but the end where the lead comes out she likes chewing, and then she likes chewing on the elastic, but she's not allowed to because that would be rude. Do you want to chew on this? No. How about something even smaller? Sure, I have something. Ooh, how about this one? Little piece of jasper to hold on to for a sec. For a couple of little crunches. You see when she bites, she's biting with the lower jaw. She's not even used. The top jaw is literally like just a finger to hold on to stuff. Whenever you get bit by a parrot, that's not the part that hurts you. It's not the long pointy beak. It's the sharp lower beak. Look at her little tongue in there. Yes, I know it's noon, but look at this bird instead. Look how cute she is. Just sitting and crunching. Having a quick snack. Don't drop it, Beelzebub. It'll be loud. By the way, if you're just joining us now, don't forget to click the thumbs up button. It helps the channel grow and you're already here. And also look at my bird. That's a good reason, I think. She's adorable. Sharpening for the next kiss. Literally. You dropped it. Can I have a kiss? Can I have a kiss? Beelzebub. Can I have a kiss? She says no. Can I have a finger kiss? No, that's a bite. That's a bite. Can I have a kiss? That's still a bite. Stop threatening to bite me. Stop it. Can I have a kiss? Ugh, she's risky. She's a risky girl right now. I shouldn't be playing with fire, but I am. All right, I think that's it for the day. I hope that you guys had a good time hanging out with me today. I had a good time hanging out with you. I'm glad we got 3 or 4 rows done on that thing. Am I surprised that we only got 3 or 4 rows? No. But I do love you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. If you had a good time, come back on Friday because we get together Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 9 a.m. until 12 p.m. All of the ways to support the channel are listed down below. And to those of you who are supporting the channel via being a member or a Patreon member, I appreciate you. If you'd like to join that, the links to that are also in the description down below. Also, I updated my Etsy. So if you'd like to check out my Etsy, actually, you know what? Let me just show you it. Because I have an Etsy and you should check it out, I think. All right, Discord. Let's go to Etsy. So here's my Etsy. I have patterns on here. So I have a turtleneck dog sweater. I have fingerless gloves. I have baby mittens. I have all this art that you can buy. You can buy downloadable coloring pages or prints. What is this, Chihuahua? I have all different kinds of art that I've drawn, like this super cool cat skull, which is based off of the art that I have or the skull that I have for CJ. So I took this skull and used it to draw this picture. And now you can buy this picture, which I think is pretty cool. But I've got tons of different options of things you can use for coloring pages or for art. And then on top of that, I also have some cool patterns, like a crochet sweater pattern, how to sew a tote bag or a scrunchie, a crochet pullover that I made for Alex, my favorite hat, just a bunch of good things. So yeah, the link to my Etsy is in the description box of my video. So check it out. And don't forget to like the video. Like the video, subscribe, check my Etsy, check my Patreon, and come back on Friday. I'll see you guys on Friday. Thanks for being here. Bye.